What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, I got a crazy invigoration for Voruna last week, and I wanted to make sure I got a video out going over how ridiculous this actually is. It's giving us the most range possible in the entire game with Voruna, making her second ability, which I think is called like Shroud of Dinar or something. It makes the status procs spread in a huge radius, so we're going to be going over that today. Also just showing some crazy high range things that you can do with this invigoration. And keep in mind, this is RNG, so you can't really get access to this if you want to. You have to basically have it RNG line up if you have the invigoration segment. Before we get into it, though, make sure you sub this channel. Also, make sure the live stream will be live later tonight with some Destiny 2 and maybe some more Warframe as well. Did some long Warframe survivals yesterday. Alright, so as far as the invigoration for Voruna, it's going to be plus 100% increased ability range and plus 2 energy rate per second. That energy rate per second is not super important, but if we're going over the helmet we're using today, it will be actually quite nice. Now we put every range mod in the game on here. You can actually not get more range than this unless you got corrupted in a fissure. Getting corrupted in a fissure will double your range. So 380% range, and that's going to be really just mostly for your, it's actually called Fangs of Raksh. Fangs of Raksh is going to be you jump on an enemy, put a bunch of procs on them. If the enemy dies, they are likely going to spread that status proc in an area. Actually, all their status procs in an area. And this is going to combine very nicely with the first ability of Voruna, Shroud of Dinar, actual Shroud of Dinar. After you leave your invisibility, you will be doing almost guaranteed slash procs with melee weapons. It's actually more like, I think you just get like 100 extra % status chance for slash, so you can proc other stuff too. But yeah, basically, we're going to be forcing slash procs from hard-hitting weapons. We're going to mark an enemy with the AOE spread thing, and then a 27-meter radius, they will spread their slash procs through walls if it works properly. It doesn't always work properly. Additionally, we have Nourish from Grendel on here, giving us increased viral damage. My weapon has no elemental mods on it, and this will just give us, it'll give us a ton of stuff. And the biggest thing here is the 45-meter explosion radius of viral damage. That will cause a guaranteed viral proc in the area. It's also going to give us 111% increased viral damage on our weapons. And we've got Arcane Strike because we're using a very, very slow melee weapon today, the Fragor Prime, and Molt Augmented because we want lots of power strength to do lots and lots of damage. Alright, so the weapon, like I said, is going to be the Fragor Prime, one of the slowest weapons in the game, but also one of the hardest hitting weapons in the game. It's going to be modded for no elementals, and I've got a lot of it's basically we're going for red crits here. I didn't really care about anything besides red crits. Crit chance, crit damage, condition overload because, Voruna drops lots of procs on them, and we'll get some gameplay footage in here too. I have a double crit minus minus status chance Riven. The status chance does not matter. As you see right here, we have 4% status chance, but we'll be proccing plenty with her special buffs. The other weapons don't really matter. I've got Naramon Focus School to make it where I don't lose my combo counter very quickly. So just going over to these guys, I don't even think I have a Bane mod on here. I don't actually think I checked, but I cast Nourish, go Invis, jump on the enemy, and then hit them with the Fragor. Now, of course, that was with no CO proc, so once they die, it's in a spread in the area. Rather, no combo multiplier. This thing has built-in combo of like 30 hits, and there you go. So you can see how that is. When you have a full combo multiplier, how crazy that could maybe be. There we go. So the slash proc transfer there to her, at least. So it's a little bit inconsistent, but as you can see, that can definitely be nasty in mission. And of course, Nourish with that energy regeneration per second, giving us, like about 10 energy per second. Actually, it's more like 5 energy per second, just for standing around and doing nothing. So yeah, pretty nasty. Let's get some gameplay in actual missions so you can see how this goes. So yeah, you jump on them, you hit them with the Fragor, and as you can see, AOE death. Voruna can already do this. It's going to be a lot less range if you don't have the extra 100% range from the invigoration. Some other crazy abilities you can use with this if you do have crazy range. There's going to be Condemn from Harrow. That's got hilarious amounts of range on it. You could always go down like the Ensnare route from from Korra, grabbing the Acolyte and pulling all the enemies in together. That's one way you could do it. But, Varuna's the new frame. This ability specifically is really good with range. And don't forget also, you might have the 26 meter or 27 meter spreading radius, but you also have like a 114 meter jump range. So if you see an enemy 114 meters away, you can basically like teleport to them. Now I did try it with her fourth ability. What's it called? The All Fours ability, the ability that everyone subsumes off. Hunt of Rakshasha or something. Her fourth ability, it bugs out when you have all this range. The animation is only meant to go like half the range, and it will stop halfway but still cause a slash proc. So it wasn't really worth going for, in my opinion. But you technically could be doing what we're doing right here with her fourth ability and the 2. But I'd rather go for red crit. Red crit slash procs, not like boring ability damage slash procs like her fourth ability usually does. So really nasty. Now, of course, we could be going for heavy attacks here, too. If it's going to be forcing heavy attack slash procs on a Fragor Prime, you're going to be hitting so hard, dude. Like this Acolyte, I think this Acolyte doesn't actually die in one hit, but it was very surprising that he didn't, because he definitely should have. Right there. So he did die to the slash proc right after, but, you know. Let's fast forward a little bit here so we can get some other Acolyte footage. So yeah, Voruna is really good. Some people are considering her underwhelming for some reason. I don't know why that is, because I find her to be... She has most of the good stuff you'd ever want in this game. Invisibility, probably like one of the best things you can actually get. She's got AOE damage from her 2. She's got energy sustain and health sustain from her 3. Of course, they're conditional, but pretty good. And then she's got a bunch of other stuff too. Her fourth ability, is underwhelming. A lot of people consider that, but if you don't think it's underwhelming, I mean, it's got decent slash. And also like her passives. She has extra life every 1 minute. She has increased parkour velocity, making you run through the mission a lot faster. I just don't get it. Why are people calling her mid? Like, if you guys think that Voruna's mid, please let me know your thoughts on that. She's got a built-in condition overload primer. Like, just some of the strongest stuff in the game. You jump on them with her 2, shoot them with a condition overload for guns, like galvanized aptitude, hit them with a melee with condition overload. Like, they're basically just done, dude. I don't get it. So, either way, we'll be getting... hopefully some more new frames soon in 2023. I'd say it's kind of hard to one-up this one. They're going to have a massively overloaded kit. She feels kind of like Wisp. It's like, oh, her ability does that too? It's like, yeah, her first ability does invisibility, crit buff, status chance buff, slash damage. It probably does other things I'm forgetting about right now too. Not to mention the passive aspect of it. So... I don't know, man. Like, are you guys just... Are people... Not you guys. Are some people just spoiled that they are, like, expecting... Like, honestly, what were they expecting out of this? If you think that Voruna is mid, what were you expecting? Like, you were guessing, I guess, a Wolf Summoner frame is what you were expecting, and we didn't get a Wolf Summoner frame. We got an invisible, like, melee frame, basically. So, either way, guys, this Invigoration's crazy. It's very nice for the Steel Path. The red crits are always satisfying and fun, too. But I'm going to definitely say you want to jam a lot of attack speed here. You could probably not even run Glad or Vice. Maybe put on, like, an actual, like, stronger attack speed mod there, like Quickening or Prime Fury, or maybe even Berserker Fury. I don't really run Berserker Fury anymore, but... yeah, hope you guys found the video fun and helpful. I'll see you next time, and take it easy. Enjoy. Peace.